5-minute video on how I created this look on Aleena.
First of all, as always, is the skin prep, and I use my all-time favorite Bridal. It's very refreshing and hydrating. Then I go in with the P. Louise in Rumour. This is shade 2 or 3, perfect for Asian skin tones, very intense. Because the eye base consistency is very intense, I matte it down with a matte powder eyeshadow, which is normally like a very nude or very light colour. My aim was to go for a goldy shimmery brown eye, so I use the brown first on the outside. I use the brown from the P. Louise palette. And then of course it's exactly the same for the other side. Brow bone highlighter is a must, and I use my all-time favourite from the ABH palette. I first use a gold from the P. Louise palette as a base. I do top this with another loose pigment just to give it that really heavy intensity. With a smaller blending brush, I get a dark brown eyeshadow, not too dark, and then I go in with that on the outer corners, blend it inwards. I didn't want to use any eyeliner, sharp liners. I wanted to go for a very blended outliner look, so I used black eyeshadow with a very small fine detail brush, and I smoke this out with a blending brush. I do the exact same for the other side. At this point you can actually see the makeup look coming together. This was me topping it a bit more. You can always use your fingers to top it. Their fingers are the best sort of applicators, to be honest. And then I went in with the Tatty lashes. This was either TL3 or TL4, I can't remember. I think it might have been TL4 actually. To get a really flawless base, I mix in a few foundations, but the main ones I mix is NARS. I absolutely love it. It's a long way. It's my personal favourite. Let's not forget neck and ear coverage as well. I then use a flat foundation brush to even it all out and get the product all over the face. And then I use a beauty blender to actually blend it into the skin. I get my all-time favourite Kevyn Aucoin concealer with the HB to top it to get a really bright under eye. Can you see the difference on that already? And with concealer, I've always said this, go all in with the concealer. There's no point doing dots, just go all in. Blend all that out and you get the perfect brightened under eye. Blend your foundation and concealer all together to get airbrush look, and then top it with my all-time favourite Huda Beauty powder. I use Pound Cake. How long you bake for all depends on the client's skin. If the client's got dry skin, don't do it for too long. If the skin's quite oily, you can. I don't bake for more than maximum about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. Applying powder, just a bit of it to the rest of the face, is very important. It prevents the makeup from transferring and it helps the foundation set in place. When blending the powders into the face, it's very important you dab like I'm doing in the video and not rub, because with rub you're rubbing the powder off, whereas dabbing you dab the product into the face. I'm now doing the contour with my all-time favourite contour palette, which is the Made by Mitchell in the pressed version. Absolutely love it. I placed the contour higher than I normally would because I wanted to give it a very snatched look, so contour placement is very important. I bought the cutest nose contour brush from Shein, and it's actually so good. It's shaped in such a way where it gets all the detail. I went pinky tone blushes again from the Made by Mitchell curve case. My goodness, this highlighter is something else. I think it's been discontinued. It's the Kat Von D one, Metal Crush. It's so good. It's just instant popping. And then I did the chiseling of the cheekbones, something I'd absolutely love because I think it really defines the face and gives it a snatched look. I use a nice coral colour for under the eye. I keep it very soft and very light. Same for the other eye, but notice how I've kept it very soft and very light. I went for a brown for the waterline. I normally do black, nude or peachy pinks, but I went for a brown and I think it looked really good. Again, I defined the eyes with mascara. Mascara makes all the difference. I used a bit of brow gel to define the model's brows. I used a nice brown lip liner for the model's lips. It was Cocoa Clout in P. Louise. It's really good. For the model's lips, I used the Cupid case, the Made by Mitchell Cupid case. It's actually the first time I used it and I really loved it because you can mix all the colours together. I think I mixed about 3 or 4 shades to get the perfect shade that I was looking for. I wanted a pinky, mauvey, corally shade, not too pink, not too coral, not too mauve, just somewhere in the middle, and I think this was the perfect combination. Always top up blusher. It might look too much to you, but it does start setting, and when it starts setting, it starts fading. I'm locking the brows in place with the Benefit Brow 24/7 Brow. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the Benefit one. And as I say, we ain't stopping till our gloss is popping. Actually, I don't think anyone says that. I made that up, but it sounds good. So anyway, but look at that gloss. Like, it just gave it a wow factor. I asked the opinion of the model as well. I said gloss or no gloss, and she loved it. And this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye.